Hey guys, I just wanted to give a quick tutorial on how you can code and script against Unity 5.6's new video player library and scripting API. And I've seen several examples out there that to me were kind of confusing and weren't exactly straightforward. They either used is prepared statements that actually really didn't do anything, and also spooled coroutines when there really didn't need to be anything like that. It can be much more straightforward and even more interactive than that. And so hopefully this helps in some way and saves you the headache that I had in trying to get to this point. So just to show you real fast what I'm doing, I'm using a video clip here, and if the player clicks on the video clip before it finishes, they make it safely across that vine jump scene to the other side of the gap. Of course, if they don't and they miss it, then they fall to their bloody death down below. And so how I did that, just to show you real fast, here are the objects I'm using. You see this scene is pretty much blank. What I have is a camera and a canvas object, and then sub-objects or children in that canvas object that I manipulate through script. The one that shows the instructions is this one, and it's disabled right now, but we control that through the scripting. It gives the user instructions on what they should do as the animation or the video is playing, and of course whenever a person clicks on that screen, then this goes away, and we control that through the script here while the video is playing. One thing that I saw in the other tutorials is they added this video player component through script. And really, to me, that's creating a lot of work on yourself, because then you have to set all these features that you may want through scripting. And really, why would you do that to yourself? So you can just go here to add component. You just go into the video, and it's the only object there in 5.6. So here you can tell it if you're going to pull from a URL. That's kind of the example. If you look at the first batch documentation, that gives an example there. You set your video here. I'm using an MP4. I've had better luck with MP4s than the OGVs. They both work fine during the editor view, but whenever you build it, for some reason the OGV doesn't work, at least my experience so far. These are all things you can set in script and you can interact with in script, but you can also do that here, and then you don't have to tell it. And your alpha, if you are displaying and you want to see an object behind it, you can change your transparency level here. The other examples also, they found some kind of a renderer object or material that they were rendering on. We're just setting it to the camera and setting it over to the near plane. And again, the examples do that through script, but you got an easy interface to use here. What I'm actually using to interact with the animation to see if it's running and when it's ended, to call the next to call my main level whenever it's completed, I'm actually using this script. And this find instructions is this object here, again, the one that tells the player what they should click on. And so just to show you my script real fast, we just go in here. These are we're setting up our video player. This is how we're going to interact with it. This line of code you don't need. It's just kind of leftover from all my research here, and I've missed that one. This is how I'm testing if the user has grabbed the vine during the video scene, and this is the canvas renderer object that is giving the user instructions. So whenever we start, I'm telling my main level manager that I've just entered my vine jump scene, and I'm using this static variable. This sets the instructions to the user to click on the screen. This sets it visible. Of course, they haven't clicked on it yet, so this variable is false. And we're grabbing the video player. We're telling it here, remember, we don't need this because we've actually told it on the component interface that we're not looping. But again, that's just a leftover from getting to the point I'm at now. Here's how you add a method to your endpoint of the animation or the video. This loop point reached, this is the end of the video. And what you're doing here is this event, you're adding a method to it. And that's my method here. Whenever it's ended, I'm testing, I'm disabling the instructions to the user, and then I'm looking to see if it's grabbed. If they've clicked on the screen, then this will be true. You see that here in this update. If they've clicked on it, this will be true, and this is a static variable in my main scene manager, and then I call my scene, and so it knows, okay, the last scene they've entered is the vine jump scene, and we also know they did grab it. Great, they made it across. They didn't grab it. No, you spawn them where they're going to fall to their death. So that's it. It's straightforward. No coroutines. No is prepared loops. And really, whenever I look at the first draft documentation, it seems like the prepared statements, or the not prepared statements, but the is prepared event is really whenever you're looking to see, say you're loading a large MP4 and you want to show the user that you're loading something. That's when you would look at the prepare. You want to show that while it's preparing, that you have a spinning turtle or a coin or something to show the user that action is happening. So why was that? Seems pretty straightforward, but why was this a headache? Well, with the new 5.6, another feature they have is the collaborate feature, and I've been using this with a team, and for whatever reason it would play fine here, but then I'd go to the web build, to the cloud build of my level, and I'd get there and it would crash the game every time. And I spent 48 hours just changing the script around, and never could get anywhere. And I decided to do a local build, and it works fine. So I need to either review my settings on the cloud build, or there may be a bug there, but I've reported it to Unity. If I hear anything back, I'll update comments. I will leave a link to my GitHub for this code for those that may use it. Hopefully this helps you in some way. Feel free to ask questions. I'm kind of new to Unity, but I can help if I can. So thanks for watching.